Okay, welcome to day 22 of your 30-day challenge. We are almost at the end, and today we are talking about values. One of the best gifts that you can give to yourself is to know your values, to know what your values are, for they are the foundation on which everything rests for you to raise your consciousness. So when you know that your values are, whatever they are, love, service, kindness, um, justice, beauty, grace, whatever they are for you. And what you can do is write out your top 10 and then narrow them down to your top 3 and use that as a center point, as a jumping off point for anything you do. If it's your health, is whatever you are doing supporting your values of who you are. For your prosperity consciousness, your wealth is well-being, but for your prosperity, does whatever you do support your values? Same with relationships. If you have that center point of these are my values and this is how I show up in relationship and this is how I give in relationship is from my values. And then the same thing for your creative expression, your work, whatever it is you do, it all kind of falls into creative expression because you are expressing a part of you. And does whatever you do support your values? Are you able to sustain your values and come back to them again and again and again, despite what's going on in the world? This is what you're choosing to live from. And so it's a wonderful way to raise your spiritual intelligence, is to be grounded and rooted in what your values are. So I invite you to close your eyes, take a breath in. For today is I intentionally live from my values. So they are in the front of my mind. And I'm asking myself that question, is what I'm doing from a place that supports me living my values? So let us begin with 10 spirit breaths, breathing in, and we do our spirit breaths so that we clear out our mind, energize our body, move the breath of life through us, and connect to our body, our mind, and our spirit. So let's do our 10 spirit breaths together. I intentionally live for my values. And so today, spending time on getting clear as to what my values are and making that my foundation for my beingness in the world. And so today I release the limiting belief that I can't live a life of value, that I can't do this from a place of being so rooted and grounded in my values. Whatever limiting belief is coming up for you, let it go. Let it go. Breathe out any limiting beliefs that come up when you even think about values. And also today, in your physical space, release anything that is not a vibrational match to your values. Let it go. Let it go and clear out the space for you to live more intentionally, grounded and rooted in the truth of who you are. And from this place of knowing your values, and now today, embody a renewing feeling that supports you in acknowledging, concretizing, and living from your values. Perhaps it's a feeling of courage. Yes, this is what I'm choosing to step into and embody. Perhaps it's a feeling of openness. I'm willing to discover. I'm open to discovering what my values are. Whatever that is for you, breathe in this renewing feeling. Breathe it in. On the exhale of your breath, feel the feeling expanding within you. And now, as I am intentionally living from my values, send that out from your open heart space. Imagine if everyone lived from the values that were most important to them. Imagine if people were living from the quantum values of love, kindness, goodness, beauty, peace, joy, abundance, wholeness. Imagine if every child grew up knowing that that is who they are. Imagine if this was the imprinting passed on from generation to generation. Imagine what the world would vibrate as. And so now, place your hands over your heart. And acknowledge what it is you appreciate about yourself. Perhaps today it's the courage to get really clear on your values, to act from your values. Perhaps it's your willingness to examine where you've gotten off track. That takes courage. Appreciate that about yourself. We all get off track from time to time. And to have the mindful empathy and compassion for ourselves and to still appreciate ourselves. And what is it that you are grateful for? Yes, what are you grateful for today? For I am intentionally living from my values. And so, in your mind's eye, see yourself with those values concretized within you, that you stand solid on them in dignity and grace, and that you are exuding these values and they move through you as you they are embodied within you. See yourself moving through the day with clarity, connection, intention. Breathe it in. Embody your intention. Yes, today I intentionally live from my values. Now let it go. Just let it go. Let the energy flow. And together we say, and so it is. And so it is. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Namaste.